Hi everyone, welcome to Buzz Crimson. My name is Shakib. This is the part 2 of my dividend investing guide. In part 1, I went over all the dividend terminologies and metrics that you should know before getting started with dividend investing. As I promised in last video, in this video, I'm going to give you a very comprehensive list of dividend stocks. We got classic dividend stocks, high growth stocks that pay dividend, high yield, high risk dividend stocks, dividend ETFs, and one cool bonus. And you're looking at the bonus right now on the screen. It's a really cool dividend portfolio tracker. It's going to show you how to, it's going to help you track your dividend investments. It's going to show you the industry breakdown of your holdings, right? It's going to also show you how much money you're going to earn per year or per quarter, whatever you prefer, in dividends. And also how much you have made as profit from the stock, the equity itself. So all of these I'm going to share in one spreadsheet. So it's a really good spreadsheet to get a copy. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, please, because I think 90% of my viewers are not subscribed, which is pretty harsh. So I give it out all for free, please. And I'm going to keep making more of these. So stay tuned. Like my videos and subscribe. That's all I ask. All right, let's get started. Let's start with the classic stocks tab. Okay, so I'm going to take you through all of these and pick one stock from each of these sheets so you know how to use it. Okay, so classic stocks, let's pick, right now it's sorted by the highest yield. So I mean, all of these metrics you should be familiar with by now. Essentially name, ticker, market price, 52-week high, 52-week low or percent of room, market cap, earnings per share, distribution. Distribution is how much dividend they're going to pay in the next dividend payout. That one you need to update, and I'll show you where to find how much they're paying out. So this sheet will always stay updated. Yearly dividend, based on what you put in distribution, the yearly dividend payout is going to update. And then frequency, you don't have to mess with that. Payout ratio and all that stuff. The ratio is a little wonky based on what you input, but I wouldn't worry so much about it. That's why I broke these down, right? Because classic stocks, they're not going to fail you no matter what. So you can count on them. I would be careful in paying attention to NAV when I'm looking at maybe dice game stocks, high risk one. For ETF, I wouldn't worry so much about it. They're pretty steady. Growth stocks, dividend should not be your main focus, but it's good to know which stocks grow a lot and still pay some dividend, okay? All right, so let's pick one. Let's see. Let's pick AT&T. Okay, so AT&T is a classic dividend stock. As you can see, it's showing its industry and sector and whatnot. So let's go to AT&T distribution. It's going to, it's going to pay 52 cents. For each quarter, right? So in 1 year, if you have one AT&T stock, it's going to give you $2.08 for holding one stock. So that stands out for a yield of 7.20. So let's look at the history of AT&T and what makes it a classic stock. Okay, so you go to history column and you click this and it'll open it up. Let's look at history. That is a really good dividend history. As you can see, it's more than 20 years of chart and it always goes up unless something drastic happens, which happened like, I don't know, like 25 years ago or something. So classic stock, very steady, and you can always count on AT&T for dividends. Okay, and then if you want to know when they're going to pay out dividend, you want to know the ex-dividend date, go to the column here, ex-dividend column, click this. It'll open up a page. Here you can see that, whoa, the ex-dividend date just passed, right? You can see it, and you can also see how much they're going to pay. They're not increasing dividend at this point. It's still 52 cents. Okay, that's pretty much it for this tab. Let's go to growth stocks. There aren't a lot of them that grow a lot and still pay dividend, right? Apple is one of them. I'm surprised they still pay dividend. It's pretty good, 6.64%. But same story, you can look at it. You know what? Let's look at the Apple's history. I won't be surprised if it's not very steady, but it is very steady. So hey, Apple grows a lot and you buy it, they pay you dividend. You know, there's nothing to lose. So, and it's a strong buy. Look at that. So very good. So the whole point of me showing you this is you can go to these tabs and pick out a couple of stocks that you find like, you know what, I want to build a very balanced portfolio. So let me pick some from this tab. Let me pick some from these and then mash them together. And now you have a portfolio. And the whole point of the industry column, sector column is so that you can see if your portfolio is diversified enough. Okay. All right. So, and then ETFs, very simple. These ETFs were made just to dividend on, dividend as their main goal, right? So for example, I am a big fan of FDL. It has Pfizer in it. I think it has Philip Morris in it. Very steady. It doesn't go up a lot. It doesn't go down a lot, but it does pay very close to 5% dividend. Okay, and then here's the weird one. These are most of them are business development companies or BDCs. They're very risky. You really need to track their NAV as opposed to their market cap or whatever. Because if, based on their NAV, you want to figure out if you want to stick around or not. To give an example, when coronavirus started, a lot of their NAV shrunk so much. There were so many BDCs that stopped paying dividends. So you need to keep track of if they're going to pay dividend, how long is their forward-looking schedule in terms of dividend declaration, right? So in here, some of them I let's see, I like OXLC, I like HRZN, I like EMD. EMD is probably the best one out of here. Very steady, long history of staying still. Let me show you how the history of that one looks. Look at that. I mean, that's a long period of time. Sure, it has been going down, but it's very steady. Like in the last 4 years, it didn't change at all. So very steady. The stock price doesn't go up or down much. That's a steady dividend income for you. All right, so let me show you how to build a portfolio from scratch in like 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to pick 1 to 2 stocks from each of the tab. So let's start with one energy stock, ExxonMobil. Let's go with TFC. I like TFC. Okay, and then let's go with SCHD. Maybe not SCHD, maybe go with FDL. Okay, and then one BDC. Okay, and then let's go with one more. Let's try to keep 2 steady ones, classic ones that are a little higher on yield. Let's go with Philip Morris. Okay, so I have $500 and I want to build a dividend portfolio. This is how you get started. You have a list of high quality dividend stocks and you pick enough, pick like 5. Less than 5 for $500 would be too small of a chunk for each of them. So let's say I'm going to buy them today and I couldn't get any cheaper price than the market price. So I'm just going to buy them at market price. Values. Okay. So today is the first time I'm buying it. This is my round 1 of investments. I'm going to put $100 in each of them. So 100. This is round 1. So you're going to enter all the amount in round 1. Okay, so let's say I buy more, I would put them here. Like maybe I put $50 here. Maybe I put a $50 here. Maybe in another day I take out $50. I don't know. That's just how you do it. So today is just round 1. There we go. Your portfolio is built. So what is this showing you? What's going on? So your average yield of your portfolio is 7.08%, which means for every $100 you invested, you're going to get $7.08. So as you can see, that times 5, because I invested $500, I'm going to earn $35.38 as dividend at the end of the year. I think there's only one that pays monthly dividend, so all the other ones will pay quarterly. Okay, so this is, again, return from dividend, which is the same thing as yield. Now this is where it's 0 because I bought everything at market price, and we're looking at the growth today, and since we bought them today, there's no growth. Okay, so for some reason, let's say you bought it today, right? Tomorrow the stock price becomes $100 for Philip Morris, let's say. Bam, your profit from the stock price will show up here. And so let's say you have $21.49 growth. That divided by your initial investment or total investment, which is $500, that will show up here. So very easy way to visualize what your portfolio looks like, how diversified your portfolio is. So very, very cool tool to get started. I think when your portfolio starts to get really big, where you invested in maybe like 30 dividend stocks, at that point, maybe you can definitely keep using this. But if you want to expand, consider some more advanced tool. But for getting started, I think this is a good way to go. Let's see if there's anything else. No, I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, let me know. I will definitely help you out, especially with this portfolio tool, because I think I made it very simple so that anyone can make it their own, edit and whatnot. So let me know. All right, that's all. Thank you for watching.